No, no, I think, uh,
All
here we go.
right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Reza Mesgarlu here, LD4 Reza Mesgarlu here from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And today is what we call an AMA, Ask Me Anything, as well as meet and greet. So that way we get to, if we can meet in person, at least we know each other through the technology until we meet. Um,
Yes.
this business has allowed me to travel to a lot of places, different parts of the world. I'm pretty sure I've been on everyone's country on this call.
Yes, you have been to Anguilla, yes, so
I've been to
you
Anguilla
have traveled.
many times. Yes, I've been to 124 countries, and I'm looking forward to go to even more countries. And this business has allowed me to do such. Um, I've made a lot of friends all over the world. I have helped a lot of people's lives change around the world, as well as changing my own life as well. You know, I like traveling. I like helping people. I like, launching my business anywhere there is human beings. I like to get my products in that market. I like to help people with their health and their wealth, and the freedom that goes with this business. So this is, I guess, there's some people on this call that I haven't officially like met yet. So hopefully, at the end of the call, we're going to go over a few things and exchange some information. Make sure that everybody understands our culture in Opulence Global is no member left behind. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're in this one's team and that one's the other one's team. We all work together. We all have the same common denominator. We all have the same targets and goals, and we all win together. So, one of the things I wanted to get some things I want to get out of the way before we get into the AMA, and uh, that has to do with how we get started in this business. This is something I was told when I was barely out of high school by some mega earners of the industry. And every one of them unanimously told me the same thing. They asked me some question. They said, "What's your target? What is it that you're here for?" I kind of looked at them like, "What kind of question is that?" I'm here because at that point, I know why I was in it, but it was important for them to know why I'm in it. I said, "I'm here to make a lot of money." They said, "Okay." And they said, "What is it that you do?" So I told them, I said, "I'm working like 7, 8 days a week, literally. I'm working like long hours. Am I making okay money? Yeah, I was making okay money on and off. Depends on the economy at the time. And I was a newbie, right? I was a newbie. I was kind of intimidated by these big guys that were there in the room. I mean, how can you comprehend in your 19-year-old mind that someone is earning $300,000 US per month? You just can't comprehend that. Now you know it's true because everyone else knows them. They're a public figure, but you kind of think like, "Whoa, I better not say anything. I am out of place here." You know what I mean? Because I was new, and so what I did was I just listened. I listened and I listened. And some of the things that they told me when I'm jogging my memory was they asked me a lot of questions. Why is it you here? What is it that you want to accomplish? In what time frame? And they said to me, "Look, what I'm going to tell you, be truthful with me. Because if you're not truthful with me, what's going to happen is you're going to get so scared. You're going to be so shaken that you're going to go and run. You're going to hide. You're going to be scared. Okay?" And I'm like, no, I'm not scared. Just tell me. So they said, "Look, if you want," another thing they asked, which our CEO talks about all the time, "What makes you?" We said, "You know what? It would be nice to start with 10,000 a month." I'm talking like in the early 90s, right? $10,000 a month, and that's a lot of money then. It's a lot of money today. And the question, the answer they gave was, "What makes you so special?" So I didn't know if I should be offended. What does that mean? What makes you so special? And he said, "Well, simple. What makes you think that you deserve $10,000 a month?" I said, "Because I'm willing to work my butt off. I'm willing to do whatever it takes If it's possible, I'm going to make sure I accomplish it. I'm a newbie. I'm trying to learn, and that's why I'm here. So, okay, great. Then we're going to share with you what it takes for an individual to hit to go from zero to $10,000 a month, basically from zero to hero in 90 days, 120 days, 180 days. They would ask me some question: in what time frame? How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to put into this? Is it going to be something that you're going to do when convenient, or are you going to absolutely get rid of all distractions and focus on what you got to do? It's not going to be fun. It's going to be tough. The bigger your target is, the tougher it's going to be, the more sacrifice it's going to take. What are you willing to do? I said, well, I'm willing to do whatever I got to do as long as I can, as long as I can replace my income with my business at the time, then I'm willing to do whatever it takes to do it. In what time frame do you want to do it? I told them I want to do it in like as soon as possible. But they said that's not a good enough answer. They said they want to know in what time frame. So with that particular program, they can tell me what I need to do. And I said, well, 6 months. I said, think about your answer. You have a business. You're working your long hours based on what you say. You're working 7 days a week. I said, no, but we get breaks in the middle. Sometimes I can take the evening off. My brother's there, and we kind of like move things around. But you know what? I don't care if I got to work through the business. I'm going to do what I got to do to make this happen. They said, okay, well, it's very simple. We have some products. They had okay products. Nothing great, nothing great, but they had some good products for the time. And the compensation plan was tough, but we never zeroed in on the toughness of the compensation plan. We focused on 1 second, let me put this over here. Okay.
Yeah, someone's trying to get to this.
Yeah, so we focused on what we must do to get through this. One of the examples they gave us was, if I told you there is $10 billion of treasure under, I don't know, Empire State Building, let's call it. I don't remember what they said, some building. And it's all pure concrete, 10-foot deep concrete. What would you do? Would you say, well, that's impossible, I'm not going to do it? Or are you going to find a way to do it? It's like, damn right, I'm going to find a way to do it. Then they said to me, well, you're almost halfway there. I'm like, okay. He says, well, how can you possibly do it by yourself? I said, why? I won't do it by myself. They said, who are you going to get to help you to do this? Because once they know about this treasure, it's only fair for you to share this treasure with them, right? So, of course, I'm going to call my immediate family. I'm going to call my immediate best friends. I'm going to call people I trust. And I'm going to get at it. I don't care if it takes 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. I'm going to keep chiseling at it. I don't care if I have to use a spoon. I will make sure to get to it. He says, okay, then you got the right mindset. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not going to question them. But in my mind, I'm talking about, what are they talking about? Like, he says, well, in this business, there is a treasure. There is a massive treasure, unlimited treasure. Now, the same way you were going to dig up that $10 billion treasure chest, go do the same way. In this case, some of your best builders, some of your best workers, some of the best partners that you're going to share the money with are not going to be your friends and family. Some of them might be, that they have the vision, that are not lazy, that are willing to work with you hand in hand to reach that treasure. But a lot of them won't be. Will be from people, let's say you brought your brother, that brother knew some people, other some people, they knew some people, and some people knew some people, and you started to develop this powerful team. And you know what? As long as you're on that track, doesn't matter if it takes you 10 years, doesn't matter if it takes you 20 years. As long as you're focused and keep inching away at it, you're going to reach that target. Another example they gave me, I don't know if I should share it here or not, but apparently Alcatraz escapees, they started taking their spoons in. Somehow they got some spoons, they eat the food with, and it's all pure concrete, right? And I don't know if it was Alcatraz, a different prison. It took them 2.5 years. Every single day they scraped at it till they finally broke through. Now, whether they got free or sharks ate them, I don't know. But they got out and they were never found, right? I don't know if that's a good example. But, but the point is, if your target is big and you want to accomplish it within a specific time frame, you have to have a specific time frame. If you don't have a specific time frame that you can break down into smaller increments and apply yourself hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and you track your activities and what it is that you do, that is where you need to focus on. You need to sit down and I'm not going to use the word realistic, but be true to yourself as to what you're willing to put. If you're an individual that's easily shaken, are you that individual who's easily distracted? Are you that individual who, you know what, I'll get on with it tomorrow. I'm busy today. Are you that individual that, does not give their business the same respect they give the job? Job, we have a lot of funny names for it. One of the ones that my favorite is just over broke, and it's so true. How many people do you know that have jobs who are living paycheck to paycheck or maybe in the minus every month? Almost everybody. That's what job stands for. Just over broke, right? So we all know in order for us to break out of that, we all need jobs at some point. But we need to focus on our freedom, where the freedom will come from, where our future, is secured with, and that is your business. Whether it's the opulence business or whatever type of business it is that you invest yourself into, that is where you need to focus on. Again, this doesn't apply to everybody. I'm talking about people who want to make that big, massive money. They want to have that freedom to pick up and go when they want to go, live where they want to live, buy what they want to buy. Then it takes sacrifice of such, right? Now, in opulence, you can make your own target dates. You can make your own schedule. But nothing changes, though. You still need to have that respect, that schedule for your business. If you decided you're going to put 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, specifically from this time to this time, then you make sure you do that. You make sure you do that. Just when you're at work, friends can call you to hang out. You can't just go for a stroll and go swimming. Like you're at work. You're at work, exchanging time for money, right? And you can't do it because you get fired, right? In your business, you need to be your own toughest boss. And we have so much available through this opportunity that anybody and everybody can do this. Now, we have a lot of training. We have a lot of great people that do a lot of training. And we all hear the same thing. Some of us we become immune to it. We hear it, oh, I know it, and we never apply it, right? Don't be that person. Be the person that's a good student, hears it, understands it, applies it, and teaches it, right? Hear it, understand it, apply it, and teach it. So this is where I need you guys to fully understand, how easy it is, how simple it is, but yet it is discipline. You need to have that discipline. You feel up and you feel down. You feel up and you feel down, and some people more so than the other one through this emotional roller coaster. But your MO, method of operation, your respect, your discipline should not change when it comes to your future, to your business, right? Um, I was fortunate. I was fortunate that I had people who cared when I was down. They gave me tough love. What I say by tough love, I had one guy say to me, "How's it going, Reza?" That was my first program, right? And I said, "I don't know, man." And I had great success. I had amazing success. I sold my business. I was doing this full time and I was, making a lot of money. But then some unfortunate things happened with the company, products blowing up with that company. And there was no concrete answer as to when it was going to be fixed, that problem. So my business took a dip. There's a lot of people say, what kind of business is this? That the products is blown up. I just entered today. I paid so much thousands of dollars to join, yet the products is blown up. I can't sell this. I don't even have products to sell. I'm afraid to sell a product. What if I sell it to someone and it blows up in their house and makes a big mess, right? So it was tough. So I told the guy, I said, listen, I'm not doing that good. I am not doing that good. Why? Because of obvious. What do you mean why? He says, that's going to be fixed. I'm like, but we've been on every call. They never gave us a time and a date. He goes, so what? Do you believe in this product? I said, sure, yeah. Do you believe in the opportunity? Oh, yeah, of course. And you've had some quick success. Yes, I did. But the products weren't blown up because they stopped talking about the product blown up, right? They will fix that. This company has a lot more at stake than you do. So that's going to be fixed. So you need to suck it up. Whatever problems you have in your head, clear it up and keep going. Imagine if you feel this way, what your people are going to be feeling. They're calling you with the product blowing up. And I thought about it. It says, you're the point of strength for them, and you need to be just that. Or just pack it in. He did tell me that too. Just pack it in and go with the rest of them. I'm like, what? He goes, what do you want me to do? I'm not here to motivate you. I'll motivate you today. You're going to go home and get up tomorrow morning, and that motivation is going to be dissipated. You're going to be back to where you started again today. That was a waste of my time. So if you're not that individual who's got a strong mind, who's an entrepreneur, who's laser focused, if you're not that person, then this is going to be temporarily, our conversation. I'm like, okay, I got you. I got you. So it's like a marriage. It's like a relationship. It's like a, I don't know, family. Just because you have a bad day, week, or month, you know what I mean? You can't just give up on it, right? Unless you have to give up on it. Unless there's some situation, circumstances that you have to. But you know what? Just over, I don't know, whatever, simple things, obviously you got to stick it up. And you got to run the shit in this business with your business. So I'm going to tell you every little thing that you hear on trainings, corporate trainings, top earner trainings. You need to take notes. And I'm going to start by pointing those out to you right now. You need to take notes and you need to apply those on daily basis. Don't go based on, okay, I heard it, I remember it, oh, I already know it. Yeah, I've heard it before. But if you heard it before, it hasn't registered. If he has registered, you haven't applied it, no, you become immune to that knowledge. You haven't learned. So I want you to take notes and I want you to apply these techniques. Very first things a new person when they join, right? We have 10 amendments, right? I did a training yesterday on it. I do it almost daily now. You want to make sure your new member, you take them through that. Where's that? You should know where that is. That's in your back office. You launch your shop, you have access to everything in your back office, right? You have the username, you have your password, and you should know where all the trainings are. And as an upline, it's your responsibility to walk them through that. Take them through that. Once you take them through that, you go through the 10 amendments, right? Make sure they understand it. Make sure they're taking notes. If someone's sitting in front of me and I'm going through that, I tell them, please take a note. If they don't want to take a note, then I won't even do the training, right? They have to take notes. It's my time. It's their time. I know what's going to happen if they don't take notes, right? So why don't we just have a coffee and chit chat? We don't need to do any training. So I'm pretty straightforward when it comes to stuff like that. So, and people who know me, they appreciate it. People who don't know me, sometimes they feel offended. They say he's tough. No, I'm just straight, right to the point. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want your success, and it's important that you listen, you take notes, and you apply. I'll give you an example. When you have a new person coming in, immediately, I create a My Five group for them. Now, in my case, I don't have a My Five because I have nobody above me. So I have to rely on downline, sideline, different people, right? Corporate sometimes. I don't have a My Five. But some of you, like Renee, he has a My Four. I'm part of that My Four. There's some of you might have a My 3, My 2, My 10, My 25. I don't know. I see some people literally put it My 15. Like, what is you doing there? 15 people in your My 5. You don't need 15. You have other chat groups with a lot of people in it. But create the My 5 and make sure the new member does a meet and greet with their My 5. Make sure you stress to them to message their My 5 and set up a meet and greet. It doesn't have to be hours long. I do some meet and greet for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, depends, right? This is to know their upline, who they're working with. That's number one. I create them My 5 immediately. Next, I tell them I need them to be added to Opulence official page. How do they get added to Opulence official page, Facebook page? They cannot add themselves. It's a secret group only for Opulence shop owners, Opulence members. So I show them on how they can be added to by the admin, right? I go through it with them. I sit down with them. I go through it with them, right? And make sure that's done. Those are the things that must be done. Next thing I do is I place their first order with them. Okay? Depending on why they joined, what is it that made them join? Is it the health products? Is it the fashion? Is it the homestay for week? Depend. I don't know. Maybe some shoes. I don't know. I make sure at least they walk them through on how you can place the order. You put it in the cart, don't finalize it. Put it in the cart and don't finalize it in case they change their mind. But at least now they know how to place an order, right? And I assume you already created a VIP account for them. But if you haven't, you want to make sure they create themselves a free VIP account. Why? What's the purpose of VIP? Well, 99% of the questions people have regarding the prices for a customer, so on and so forth for a customer, can be answered through that VIP. So if someone says to me, well, how much is the Fountain of Life in Anguilla? I don't know. I don't know. They look at you like, don't you know? So how could I know? We send this product to almost everywhere in the world. Every country has their own rules, regulation, shipping, VAT. I can't memorize everybody's price, but I can go to my VIP, send an address for Anguilla, and see what's my grand tally. How much did it come to? Now I don't have to guess. Now I know how much it is. If it's someone from Nigeria, I'll go to my VIP. I say it's going to be shipped to Nigeria, right? And you'll see the price. So there's no guesswork. No guesswork at all. So you create the VIP account for them right away. And you refer to the back office, the prosperity book. That is the roadmap, okay? That is how they will be using this book as a guidance ongoing. It's not something that they take one time to read one time, or even not even read it sometimes, partially read it and that's it. No, you want to master that. Why? Because we're in a game of duplication. We're in a business of duplication. What we do that brings us success, we want our people to have the same success, if not greater success. Having a successful team, people that you brought in and make money immediately as soon as possible. Learn this as soon as possible. Teach this as soon as possible. Do presentations as soon as possible. Is setting the pace for them. If you set a pace, okay, You join today. Sometimes over the next week, we'll get together and we will go over some steps. No, you just told them there's no sense of urgency. We just do this when it's convenient, right? Set the tone right and do what you need to do as an upline. I remember when I started this company, I would not receive my wholesale profit until I did a certain things with this new member. There was a check mark in the back office, tick, tick, tick. You take him over the 10-minute trading, tick. You took him over this, tick, tick, right? That's the only way you got your wholesale profit back then. But they removed that over time. I think you should have left it there. That way, you're expecting your wholesale profit, your commissions, but you're not getting it. Like, why? Well, you don't have green ticks, blue ticks, whatever it was. In those areas, you don't have it. Why? Because he didn't do it. Or if he did it, you did not, you and your new member did not take that, right? So I think it was your new member had to take that you went through it. Yes, 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 right? So these are the things that's very crucial, very important for you to do to bring your new member, your new partner, not only the belief system up, but also for them to know their way around, right? A lot of people don't know where to go, what to do. They know they got in the business because of you, and they're going to do what you tell them, what you show them, what you teach them. Next thing I want to do is, like I said, place their order products. I tell them, I stress to them that you need to have these products on hand. Now, I will never go anywhere, and even in my own house, I don't go anywhere without my products. I don't go anywhere without my products, my shoes, my belt, my briefcase. You know, I have a few vehicles, and every vehicle has stuff in it. Okay? Thank God the F1 doesn't freeze and go bad. Right? Winter, summer, doesn't matter. I have my products in it. Right? So when people ask me, what do you do for a living? Yesterday, was it yesterday? What's it? Thursday? Yeah, yesterday. Actually, last night, I saw a message sent to me on Messenger because of something I posted. Right? You know my stories? This young lady from Toronto, who happens to be from Trinidad, had messaged me saying, what is it that, hello, Reza, what is it that you do? I'm like, oh. I'm like, hi, Lindy. Thanks for asking. I'm a part of a Canadian company for the past 19 years. And we're in fashion, skincare, and health. And we do business globally. Where are you located? Oh, I'm in Toronto. Oh, nice. I said it's too much for me to tell you over text. Let me know when it's good. I'll call you, or you can call me. Here's my number, and we can talk about this. Oh, she says I'm in health and nutrition as well. I said, great. What we have is very unique, very powerful. Let me know when it's good so we can talk. She messaged back. I didn't look right away because I don't want to message it that often, but luckily I saw it. Send a message saying I can call now. This was around 10 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night. I said, sure. Beep, 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 my phone rang. I talked to her for about 15 minutes, built some like and trust. Where are you located? I'm in Toronto. Where are you originally from? Trinidad. Oh, no. She says to me, you guys do business in Trinidad too. I says, it's funny you asked because we just had a conference in Trinidad. I have some leaders. Some live in Trinidad, some don't live in Trinidad. And our CEO for the first time was in Trinidad. She was like, oh, wow. Wow. I said, so you called the right time, the right place, the right person. And she wanted to see the tour. So I told her today at 1 p.m., we have a tour happening out of Kenya. So do you know how to use Zoom? She goes, of course. I said, okay, great. I will send you the Zoom link and the information on WhatsApp. And make sure to log in a few minutes before 1 p.m. And I'll be on the call myself, and we'll have a conversation after this overview presentation. She said, okay. So today at 12 o'clock, I was getting ready and all that stuff. I sent her a message on WhatsApp she hadn't seen. Now it was about 5 minutes to 1. I send her another message to a regular message. She goes, oh, hi, Reza, I'm already on. And they already welcomed me, the webinar. I'm like, oh, okay, good. I just want to make sure you don't miss anything. She saw the tour. Now she's ready to get started, right? So this is, how did that come about? Well, it came through consistency. You got to be consistent if you want to tap into the cold market. You got to be consistent if you want to tap into a warm market. You have to be consistent. Because when people, especially people who know you, some of them will say yes no matter what. Or some of them will say, oh, yeah. What's he up to now? What's he doing now? But you know what? You be consistent with what you got to do. Some people will take a week. Some people take a month. Some people do it right away. Some people take 10 years or more to join you. But nevertheless, they're watching you if you're on social media. They're watching you if they're your neighbor. They are gossiping about you if they know you. So what's Verlin doing now? Oh, she's selling that, the jewelry and the health products. Still? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, wow. Must be good then. It must be good then. Hey, Verlin. Oh, I saw you driving by. How are you? Oh, I'm good. Oh, so tell me how's things going? And depending on what Verlin's been doing and saying, now it's going to be someone who's actually curious. Now they really want to see what's up. Because initially they didn't pay attention. Now when it comes to cold market, it's even more so. Because cold market, everybody's posting nonsense. Not everybody, but there's a lot of nonsense on social media. Everybody's giving you opportunity you can get rich overnight, especially with this crypto. And everybody's a billionaire now. Everybody's making so much money. In reality, maybe 1% of them are making money trading. That's why I never show any interest in trading. It's not my thing, right? But facts are 1% might be making money with this crypto business, trading. I'm talking trading, right? Again, I don't want to bash it because I'm a big advocate for crypto, good ones. But to trade, I've never got into it. I'll never get into it. It's not my thing. And people that I do know, I know some very successful ones, right? So I'm not saying it's good or bad, but you see a lot of ads on social media regarding how to become rich overnight. So how is yours going to stand out? I see so many companies that ads come and go, so many of them. It's mind-boggling. And some of them, some of my friends have been involved with. They're on their 7th one now in the last 3 years, last 5 years. 7 that I know of, right? So you being consistent, if you want to utilize social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, whatever it is that you use, you have to be consistent. Avoid posting negative on social media. Whatever negative you post, yes, you will attract people. You'll attract negative people with you. The same people will side with you, talk with you, hang out with you. They'll never do business with you. Right? Because the moment the mind is programmed in such that if you are as long as you're on the same side as negativity with them, then you're good. The moment you tell them, hey, you know what, we need to stay healthy. Have you heard about this stuff? The negativity kicks in because they're wired that way. They're wired that way. Oh, another product. No. Now they won't even talk to you because now they think you're trying to scam them, right? So, but you be consistent. Be consistent with positive messages regarding health, lifestyle, freedom, your opportunity, your all that, right? If you're not someone who's big on social media, it's okay. I wasn't either. I'm still not big on social media, but I've learned a thing or two that I have focused on that's made me very effective on social media, right? And one of the things that initially I started doing was YouTube. I had my YouTube channel long time ago. I use that for storage. I have my music library. I have my motivational library within my YouTube. I have different categories, right? And I also shared a lot of my success of my business, my products, my composition plan on YouTube. I'm talking some like 17 years ago, 16 years ago, 15 years ago, right? And it brought me a lot of success. It brought me a lot of success. I have people launching from Singapore, I have people launching from Canada, Western Canada, United States, different parts of the United States, different parts of Europe, Asia. People found me on YouTube. How did they find me? I don't know. I understand it more now, but they found me. They went there and resumes, Garlu, business overview, opulence global. And I hashtag it freedom, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how. Same with this lady last night, right? So people found me, people contacted me, people bought products, whether I knew it or not, they end up buying products. I'm like, how did they follow me for so long? How did they get so much information on me for so long to go make themselves a VIP account, to go place orders without me knowing? Who guided them? So some of them, after they launched their diamond package at the time, which was $35.99, right? Contacted me, talking to me. I'm like, okay, when I get home, I'll help you launch. Oh no, I launched already yesterday. How? I'm thinking they launched with someone else. No, they went and launched under me as a diamond, like the highest package. So it works. I don't know why I stopped working on it on YouTube, but you know what? I'm back at it. I want to be back at it. I don't know how long, maximum 2 weeks, maybe. I have already got six people that seen the presentation through that contacted me that want to join this business, and some of them bought, and many people bought products. I don't even know who they are yet, right? So it works. It works. That's why I was been telling people, make sure to do these things yourself so you can teach your people the same thing. So that way, you have a system that everyone is duplicating, right? The same way I'm doing this tour right now, this training right now, and I'm recording it on Zoom, I'm going to upload it on YouTube, right? I'm going to upload it different places, but YouTube is a good place to start. It's so done so easily. Don't ask me how it does it. I don't know. The moment we finish, it says it's converting. Once it converts, it's asking me where you want to save this video. So I put it in my downloads. Then I go to YouTube in my page and I press the plus, and it tells me where. Here I answer a couple of questions, description. It's the same thing as posting on Instagram almost. And hit the button, it shows the progression. I get up and go, right? Then I share that link with my people. Now, if I have someone that contact me who wants to see the tour, and I can't do the tour for whatever reason, I should be able to. But it's the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, they want to see a tour. I just send them my link. I have a good conversation. I build that like and trust. And I say, look, I actually have a recorded version of the tour. It's me that I share with the world. Here you go. Go on YouTube and watch the tour, the business tour. I'm planning on doing many, many more compensation, product, one by one. The products could be 10-minute each. I'm planning on doing everything. So everyone asks me for anything, I send them the link for that particular topic, whatever it is that they're looking for. If it's compensation plan, if it's the products, if it's, company, whatever. So I'm going to, every day and every week, I'm trying to make some new ones, the ones that I like, with very few mistakes in them. Yes, I make mistakes. And, if it's not, mistake is not too dramatic, too crazy, then I post it and I share that link with people, right? So this is where success comes. Now, in terms of your warm market, basically the first day when someone joins, I tell them we get paid for two things in this company. One, selling this vast, beautiful, wonderful, powerful products. Two, recruit, show the plan, show the opportunity, help people get started, help people make money. If they make money, guess what? You make money, right? If they use the products, they get health benefits, they become your ongoing customer, and you make money, right? And more importantly, you should be on the products yourself. We talk about this on my previous webinar. So you're kind of like becoming confused what have I covered here, what I haven't, but because I've been doing it repeatedly, right? So you want to make sure your product of the product. We hear this all the time. Make sure that your household has transitioned to your own products. If you don't believe you have the world's greatest products, the best products, period, the healthiest, the most best quality, then you need to go back to the drawing board and try these products. Use these products. Have your own products on you. So it can be a walking billboard. Anywhere you go, people ask you, what do we do? Oh, I get paid to wear designer goods. That's what we used to say before we had health products now, right? Now that we have health products, Homestead Revolution, basically what I tell people, I'm a part of a Canadian, proudly. You know, one of the things that we're still proud of is Canada. You know, Canada still has a good name out there. Maybe most people out there don't know exactly what's up in here. I was speaking to an American last night, after I spoke to the lady from Toronto. She's from Washington, D.C., lawyer, and talking about moving to Canada. Oh, Canada's so nice. People are so nice. They're so easy. They just do their own thing. They don't say anything. Government is so nice. I said, man, I says, you guys been too consumed with what's happening in the U.S. You have Canadians that move to U.S. So grass is always greener, I guess. I don't know. But I tell you, Canada is not what it used to be, but still a great country. Yes, absolutely. So back on the topic, and, you know, she asked me what I do for a living. I told them Canadian company, 19 years, 200 countries, fashion, skincare, health, Homestead Revolution. I travel the world. I said that because she's a lawyer. She travels a lot too. And I didn't want to get into politics, but I did tell her that I never stopped traveling, pandemic or no pandemic. Weren't you scared? Not at all. Why? So I didn't want to get into politics. I used the opportunity to show her this. What is that? That's what I want. My clients ask me, my potential clients ask me, what is that? What is that? Is that fossil? You know, like I want people to ask me. How are they going to ask me? By me creating curiosity. I told them this product keeps me safe. Sterling silver, spraying the seats of the plane. Not only I protect myself, I protect people there for up to 2 weeks after me. They get on this plane and get off this plane because it works like that. They're like, oh, wow, I need to get that in my office for sure. So be product of the product, have these products on hand. There has been more times that I like to remember that people ask me, can I buy this? Right? Where can I buy from? Normally I would say, you know what? I have some extras. I have some with me all the time. Happened that I did not have any on me. I only had the one that was open. I'm like, you know, so I make sure I replenish my opulence bag daily. I replenish and I make sure every night I go home, I know what I sold. My pamphlets I gave away, my catalog, whatever I give away, replenish that bag. So that way I don't get caught in a situation where I cannot sell. I've been in a situation, I had 3 of these in my bag. The person wanted 6. You know what I mean? So, you know, I put them in my car. You know, I don't want to be caught that way. So don't shortchange yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Take it seriously. It's well worth it. Yes, it's work. It's simple. It's effective, yet it's still work. If you want to be able to enjoy that kind of freedom, you need to treat this as such. Now, I don't want to go into too many areas. This is supposed to be AMA. So what I would like to do, based on what we talked about, what we covered about, especially people who are new, anybody really, but especially the ones that are new, if they have any questions of what they got to do, we'll try to answer you to the best of our ability, the simplest way, so you can understand it, because it's not a complicated business. Yes, I know we pay in so many different ways. Yes, I know there's so many different ways to upgrade, so many different ways to get, you know. but we're gonna try to make it simple. So let's open it up, and any question is good question. I'll take a sip of my coffee. My daughter always says, "How do you drink that coffee?" I said, "Why?" Because it's been sitting for an hour and a half. I'm like, so? When we come back from Toronto, my coffee's probably cold. About 3 hours later, I'm still sipping on it. Just, you like cold coffee? I said, you guys go pay money for iced coffee. What do you think that is? You just put some sugar in it and put some ice in it. It's the same coffee. So, anyways.
Yeah, when it's black, it doesn't matter if it's cold.
Yeah, exactly. So, any questions? Anybody would like to introduce themselves that I haven't met yet? Not just to me, to everyone. Don't worry. We're not going to bite you. We're good people. We're here to help. We're here to make friends. So, yes, go ahead. If you have any questions, ask. If you want to introduce yourself, please do so. Anybody?
This is a good time for introduction and to ask any of those questions that, even mention any of the challenges you're having. You could just, speak, ask for help, say what it is. This is a good time to do that.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you find there is a particular time in the day that you have more success reaching people? So let's say you decide you have an hour a day that you can spend calling people. Have you found over the years a certain time in the day that is more productive than others?
Good question.
Like, do you schedule it based on when you easily have the hour, or when is the best time to reach people?
Good question. I'm not going to talk about me now. I'm going to talk about me when I got started some, 34 years ago. Okay? I was told by the big guys, at least I thought some of them were big guys, right? I seen some successful people who woke up by 5:30, got their coffee and the breakfast or whatever, and the New York Times or local newspaper, read that for half an hour, hit the phone at 6 a.m., and they went on till like 10 a.m. Then they hit the road from 10 a.m. because at that point they have to deliver, they have to meet people other places. We didn't have Zoom. They made appointments and they hit the road, sometimes Montreal, sometimes Toronto. I'm talking distance, not necessarily Montreal. They would go and they would not sometimes show up back home till 10 o'clock at night or later sometimes. And they did that every single day. And I remember this Oriental lady who was earning at the time $30,000 plus per month. That's a lot of money today. Imagine back then. 30,000, and she was only in the business for 2.5, 3 years. And it was tough. Selling back then was tough, right? And that was her DMO. Then I was told by some other people, get up early, be on your desk by 8 a.m., start making your calls, your appointments, so on and so forth. Again, we didn't have Zoom. So I had to call, have a conversation. Long distance, I had to pay. It's not like today we do long distance for free. I had to pay, and I had to make sure it works. Maybe that was a good thing, because I didn't want to waste my long distance money, right? And the person that I called realized I'm paying long distance. So they didn't want to waste my time either. So maybe it was a good thing. I don't know. I always think about that. And I'd be making my calls. I'd be doing a presentation even on the phone sometimes, right? And I even tell people, you live in Nova Scotia. Yes. Okay, let's try to get you understanding everything that did we do, how it goes. We need a credit card to get you started. We need to fax it in because that's how we did things. Fax it in. Hopefully, the credit card went in. They were launched. I would tell them now they're launched. Now you got to go. And they would send you your genealogy. The company would mail it to you. Now we just log in our bank office and we see our genealogy. Back then, they would send it to you or they fax it to you. You request and they fax it to you. So you better have a lot of papers. It would go, it would never stop. Like if you ask for genealogy after the big team, imagine. For fun, we used to hold it, go from one end of the street to the other end of the street. That's how many people I have on my team, right? Each page have maybe 20 people in it. I don't know. So then throughout the years, I started to realize that if someone called me at 6 in the morning, I would cuss them out. Personally, don't call me at 6 in the morning. Don't call me at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So not everyone's the same. But I could understand what they're saying. People who are going to work 6 to 8 a.m., you know, if you have prearranged with them, or even if you call them, apparently it's okay to say, hey, how you doing, Rebecca? I'm on my way to work. I know you're going to work, but I just wanted to tell you about something real quick, and we can catch up maybe later on. And Rebecca would say, what is it, Reza? Well, I came across this Canadian company that is 19 years old now. They do business in over 200 countries and territories. They're in fashion, skincare, and health. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, Rebecca, the fashion is out of this world. The products they have is out of this world. I had to investigate more personally before I called my people, before I called you. I had to go to Toronto and meet the executives, see the gallery, see the showroom. I went online. I went and looked at their website. I looked at the virtual tour of their office. I spoke to some of the top earners in this company from Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, whatever. And after I did my due diligence, I am in it. I am going to go to the moon with it. And first people I'm going to take with me is people that I'm friends with, my family, and hopefully you can see what I saw. So that's what the purpose of my call. At this point, I'm going to let you have your breakfast and let you get to work. Let me know what time after work we can get together, right? Depends on how they reply, what they say, how they say. Sometimes I've had people, screw the breakfast. I'm eating the breakfast right now. Just tell me more. I want to know more. Okay, definitely I want to meet you after work, right? Because I did a good job as sharing that opportunity product with them. If it is about the product only, Berlin, how you doing? Great. Listen, Berlin, the reason I'm calling you is because I know when it comes to meds and opportunities, Caribbean is not at par with North America. The reason I can say that is because I've been there. I used to live there almost, you know what I mean? I still have a condo in St. Martin, right? So I know what I'm talking about. And there's some of the islands in the Caribbean that are far worse. Far worse. So we have these products that the Caribbean people need and they must have. I know that number 1 and 2 killer disease in North America is high blood pressure, diabetes, as well as other things, right? Well, I have the right product for it. What is it? Quickly. It's a spruce tree extract out of Norway. The only one like it in the world, exclusive to us. 250 successful lab tests by the top scientist doctor in Finland. And it's been helping people's lives globally. We need to get it in that island. We need to get in that area. And here you have an opportunity to be my number 1 rep in Anguilla. Really? How long you been on it? Well, I've been on it, I don't know, 1 month, 3 months, 3 years, 10 years, I don't know. Whatever time, don't lie about it, just tell the truth. But I've met a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people that have been healed or they live a better quality of life if they have a chronic sickness. We have professional athletes, they take it to recover faster. right? I can tell you more about it once we meet. I'll bring some samples. Okay, great. So when is the best time of the day? I remember they used to tell me Friday's a wash. Friday's a wash. Nobody wants to talk about business. That's true. You know, people in the rat race, what they do on Friday, they're happy. Thank God it's Friday. They don't want to hear about work. They don't want to hear about nothing. But then there's a group of people, they don't give a damn. Friday or Saturday, they really want that opportunity. They want that product. Depends on how you present it. I have had Fridays becoming one of my biggest days over and over and over. Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. I remember when we got started on Slater. I was with Sean Singh. Some of you guys know Sean Singh. On the night before Christmas Eve, I had a strong young team with me. They're asking me, so what are we going to do? Are we going to have a meeting on Christmas Eve? I look at them. I said, I am. On Christmas Eve. I says, I am, unless there's no one here, I got nobody, then I'll go home. But absolutely, if there's business, pedal to the metal for the first 6 months for me. I'm going to, I'm going to be there. All of a sudden, Sean Singh goes, yeah, well, me too. The next thing you know, we had a mass of people. That people at the office that were leaving, they see us coming because we use the corporate center. What are you guys doing? Oh, nothing. We have a big meeting. You have a big meeting on Christmas Eve? Yep. They're kind of looking at us and like, okay, good luck. I said, yeah, okay. So they left. Christmas Day. Everybody goes to eat, right? Turkey dinners and meeting family and all that kind of stuff. We had people join Christmas Eve and we had people come on Christmas Day, the new ones with their guests. All depends on how you go about it, what you do. But if you were to cherry pick, they say Monday and Fridays are tough days. That's why you see most meetings are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. When you go to buy a car, they tell you don't buy a car that's been made on Monday or Friday. Monday, people are miserable. They come into work. They don't even remember what they left behind on Friday. On Friday, they're too in rush to get out. They even forget the wrench inside the Boeing engine. And that's a true story. A wrench was left inside the Boeing engine. The next mechanic opens out, goes, what the? It was a wrench the last mechanic forgot to take because he was in a rush to go. So if you were to cherry pick, Monday and Fridays are probably least likely to be successful than the rest of the week, right? Now I know there's some religions, Saturdays they don't do any work. Friday to Saturday, they don't touch electronics. I know there's some people, they don't work on Sundays because they go to church. I don't know. I'm not an expert in religions. I'm just repeating what I hear. For me, it was all out. All out. I'm sure the big guy above, he knows where my mind is at, where I'm going. I do my prayers 24/7, right? So he understands. So I did what I got to do in order to be able to get that freedom within 6 months, right? Within 6 months. That's where I got started. The reason I'm talking about that is because I know most of you, if not all of you, have a job. You have a job. So you have to work around that. And this is what I did. When I started here in Opulence, I had a job like everyone else. My job was all over the place because at the time when I was working, I was a manager and I had some weird hours. They created some weird hours for me because they know Reza is not a morning person. So he would roll in anytime from, 11 till 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And he'd leave anytime from 6 till 9 p.m. So basically I had my own schedule. But when I decided to do this business, I had to make a proper schedule. So I went and told my boss, I had one boss, great guy from France originally. And I told him, look, I need to change my schedule. They're like, okay, what do you want to do? Because they created a schedule around me, right?
Why do you want to be?
They created a schedule around me. So Okay, Chica is gotta unmute herself. Okay, very good. Anyways, so I told him, I says, you know what? I'm building my own home-based business. I am working towards my own business, and I need to I need to change my schedule. He says, okay, what do you want to do? I said, I want to come in at 8. I want to leave by 3, 4. He started to laugh. He goes, Reza, you have a hard time coming by noon. How are you going to be at 8 a.m. means you're going to wake up at 6. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to prove it to you. So we changed my time to, I had to be up at 6:30 a.m. And I did it because I was focused on getting rid of that job. So, and I did the job, and I worked nights and weekends, right? Nights and weekends with no other, like I cut out all distractions. I told all friends and family, don't expect me at any barbecues unless if I can come, I'll come. Otherwise, I'll be busy. Don't expect me Thursday night, hockey night in Canada with my friends Austin and everybody with the car guys. Everybody asked me, well, what's going on? I said, nothing. I'm going to be busy extremely. Why? I'm going to be building my business. So therefore, don't take it personal if I don't show up to your events, the things I'm used to do. I need to focus on my business. And every one of them said, oh, okay, no problem. They said, well, what kind of business is it? Now they're asking me, Chica, can you please mute yourself? Okay. What was I saying? Yeah. They asked me, what is it that you're doing? We want to know. I said, okay. You want to know? Show up Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, because I work nights and weekends, anytime after 5 p.m. Let me know which time so I can slot you in. You can come. Oh, we need an appointment now to come and see you. I said, it's not socializing. I need to make my days and evenings and hours count, because within 6 months, I would not have a job. I would be doing this full time. They're like, oh, wow. Yeah. So don't take it personal. It's just, I need to make my hours count. I have limited hours, nights and weekends. So I did it that way. So I hope I answered your question, Rebecca.
Kind of.
Yes,
Kind of.
And actually, well, actually, you gave me an idea, if anything, because we have so many more tools at our disposal now, communication wise, than you did, 3 decades ago.
Even now.
It gave me, because I'm definitely one of those people, don't call me in the morning when I'm getting ready for the day, like just don't do it. But we do have the beauty now of sending voice messages by text, voice message on Messenger, whatever, like however we're connected to people. So we still have the opportunity essentially to block in an hour in the morning to leave those messages for people. And then through the day, they'll get back to us and we can schedule an actual time to talk with them. So that way we're not really, because everybody's got so many crazy schedules now, at least that way we are being consistent and doing the activity, right? Like doing the actual income generating activity,
right,
that will end up with results. So,
I threw this challenge at this guy named, he's from, what's his name again? He's a friend, like on the passing with the cars and all that. He got into business. And I threw this challenge out to him. I said, everybody gets, what do people do on New Year's Eve? Not everybody, but most people. They either got family gathering or they're getting fixed up to go out, celebrate New Year's Eve or something, right? I threw it at him. He says to me, so that was New Year's Eve. So what are we going to do? When are we going to be back to work? I said, who said I'm leaving work? He says, it's New Year's Eve. I said, I know, but I'm going to utilize it. I can party the following New Year's Eve, but this New Year's Eve, I'm going to work. Good luck. He says, no one's going to show. I'm like, okay. And I challenge accepted in my mind. That was one of the biggest meetings we had on New Year's Eve. We did not leave the office till 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve. And where did we celebrate it? At coffee shop. We went and got a coffee, and we basically, so you can make any hour, any day effective, as long as you have the conviction, as long as you're focused on it, and as long as you do it. But to cherry pick Mondays and Fridays. The masses don't want to do anything, or if they do it poorly, right? So the rest is fair game. Is it good to do it at lunchtime so people have 1 hour lunch break? If you're efficient and effective, sure. You can spend that 1 hour to show them your plant or sell them the products, or after work. So you have flexibility as long as you do it. That's my point. As long as you do it, as long as you got your. I have 3 of these and I never use them. Right? I started using them and I started using them religiously. And as long as you're using your day timer or forensic box, I don't know if you can see it. If I tip it, it's going to fall out, right? As long as your work for tomorrow is clearly on Friday. So when you open Friday, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appointments I have for Friday. 7. Okay? It becomes so effective. People are going to think this is a dinosaur box. This is from 70s when they had no electronics and gadgets. Well, let me tell you, this is the most effective for me, not my cell phone. This is my most effective. I wake up in the morning, I open it up, and I know what I got to do today. Next day and the next day. And as I make prospects, as I meet prospects, as I make appointments, as I got tours to do. For Verlin, if I relied on the phone, I may or may have not forgotten about our tour today, our meeting today. Since I've gone to the box, I am the most disciplined guy in the world. You know, I love that because discipline is where it's at. And you just have to do it. You can make any day. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Yes, the masses are going to be feeling sick because they partied too much the night before and drank too much and blew up all their money and whatever. That's fine. To each their own. But there's that group of people that are actually don't give a hoot about that. They understand the vision and they want to see what's up. So you can make any day busy. But in general, Monday, Friday, we don't do meetings, group meetings, because most people, they're happy the week is over. All they want to need is to go to another meeting, right? They work all week. So they might not, but other than that, you can make any day, any hour successful, as long as you're efficient with your time and you work it effectively. If you want to do your calls in the morning, that's beautiful. If you can talk in the morning, all the power to you. Me, I'm not good at speaking in the morning. I hate speaking in the morning. It takes me a couple of hours to get going and a few cups of coffee. So, but if you're good at in the morning, like the lady I told you used to make $30,000 a month back in 1990, then make your calls in the morning, make an appointment for the later on that day, confirm your appointment for later on that day. Confirm your proper phone calls for later on that day. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I've also like to mention is the reason I'm saying this because I'm old school. I've been where there was no technology and I am where there is technology. And it's a lot more effective the old way. Why? Because it's more personal. I remember picking up the phone, calling people, that's more personal. We did it by default. We have no choice. But, now if you pick up the phone and call someone, I think it's belly to belly, face to face, literally is the most effective way. You need to be, you need to let them feel what you're saying. Through text, they can't feel what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Through text, they just see a bunch of blurs. Like, they see it everywhere so much, they may or may not be receptive to it. Me, I prefer voice message, or I prefer, as you notice, not only is faster for me, Verlin texts me, voice message. Rebecca texts me, voice message. Anybody, whatever, voice message. I replied with voice. Oh, I had somebody yesterday, that lawyer. said something, so I replied outright straight. I replied to her, and she said something in regards to what's with the attitude. I says, attitude? What attitude? And she says, well, this. She replies. I says, oh, I didn't know you can feel attitude through words. It just right out answer to the point. So there's no confusion. You're a lawyer, you should know. You send those ruthless letters to people, you know. Then I left voice messages. Then all of a sudden she was giddy. She was all smiley. Oh, you're right. I learned something today. I was gonna say you've spent $300,000 all those years of becoming a lawyer. I just taught you something. Awesome. I'm happy. So
Brother, before we wrap up, because we have another call coming up at 8 o'clock. I try to remind persons when you got started with the business, it doesn't matter where you came in. It's a one-off investment that you made to get started, because there's nowhere you can ever start a business for the money that you can start off, even at 2,000 Canadian. Because even to start business at 2,000 Canadian, you wouldn't have enough to buy products to get started with. So imagine having a business where you're into all these different divisions, for one-off costs. But what do you say to persons that what so disenchanted with things that happen, whether it's be with upline, downline, people with undercutting prices, people cheating them in some way or the other. What do you tell them the next step is? Okay, you get over that, you get past that. What's the next step you tell them to go and do now? You already made your investment. You go back to your why you got started. Where's the next place you send them to go to get that inspiration to pick up with the excitement they got started with the first time they saw the opportunity?
Okay.
Tell them what to do next.
Okay. Well, let's be honest with each other, especially to ourselves. Unless we were not brought into this business in the proper way, we had a different understanding of what we're getting into, or we thought it was a lotto, that we're going to buy into it and we're going to become rich. Well, number one problem with our business, if you want to look at it as a problem, which I think it is a problem, it costs very little to get into this business, even at the highest level. Mm-hmm. See, if you had invested 50, 60, 100,000, 200,000, million into any business, you would make sure you're the first one there, the last one gone, right? And if something happened in the middle, which would happen with a business, we'll have this and that, bad employee, telling the customers off, not washing their hands, or I don't know, whatever. We cover it up. We cover it up to the public's eye. We protect that business and we deal with that employee. We take some disciplinary action. Or maybe we correct them, or maybe we fire them. I don't know. But this is our investment, our business. We got into this business not to make the customers, to make the neighbors happy. We didn't get into this business. We got into this business because we need a business. We need to make money. We need to have something going, and that's why we invested into it. And we're going to protect it with our might, right? That's first thing first. So everyone that got into Opulence Global, they have the reasons, but common denominator is sell the product, build the business, right? These two things. They didn't get into this business to make the upline happy. They didn't get into the business make the sideline happy. They didn't get into this business make Reza happy. They don't even know Reza. Or the CEO happy. It's not the family. No, they got into this business because they want a business, because they want to change their life. They want to change their health. They want to have something ongoing residual that they can pass it to the children and the spouses. So once that's out of the way, now we are called what? Independent distributors. That means we are all subcontractors to the same company. We have the same products, roughly about the same price by the time we reach it. Depends where it's at, right? Canada, we pay taxes on those products and shipping. International, they only pay for the shipping, but the taxes are, I think, included in it. We have no control over the local tax, right? So what we got to do is we got to make sure that we run the ship to the best of our ability and utilize all the tools that's available to us. The tools that company give us, the tools that uplines give us, the help, the support, and the tools that is free to us, like this internet. Yes, I pay for it monthly, but I can make unlimited. I can do what I want. My cell phone, yes, it's my tool, right? So my computer is my tool. So utilize the tools. YouTube is free. So we got to learn on how to run the ship to the best of our ability. I don't give a damn, excuse the language, what Joe did. That's above me, right? I'm going to do what I got to do for me and my people down. Yes, I'm not happy with Joe. Yes, I'm going to report Joe if he did something malicious. Yes, I'm going to keep my people away from Joe until Joe's dealt with or he corrects himself. But I'm never going to let my team to fall apart. And to my team, they all came in for the same dream, same reason, same purpose. I'm going to make sure I guide my team like a true leader would, protect my team like a true leader would, and let's all win together. Now, fortunately for you, you got a company that's solid, product line that's out of this world, unlimited amount of training, and we got business partners like myself, like Rebecca, like many, who are there to work with you and help with you and do whatever possible. Travel if they have to and whatever, right? This is where we need to focus on. Go back to the beginning, as if you're starting fresh, and do and learn and apply what is before you. And start building your future. Start thinking about what's the 0 to hero in 90 days. Let me talk to this Reza guy. Let me message him privately. Let me see what he wants to, because I'm open. Let me know when you want to talk. Let me know what you want to do. I'm busy, yes, absolutely. But doesn't mean I can't make the time. I made the time for this one, right? So let me work with people that are making it happen. Let me work with people that are having a lot of success for so many years. Let me talk to people who know what they're talking about. I need my team. I have a responsibility to my team of making sure they don't come here and fail. This is your responsibility as an upline, right? And you're quite capable of doing that for your team. And what I would recommend is the dream is still alive, and not only alive, is flourishing. So let's get you to enjoy that as well. Put one of the biggest things that I admire about certain distributors in my team. Okay, some of them are from Africa. Some of them are from Ottawa. Some of them are from Toronto. Some of them are from Asia. Just to give you a couple of names, for example, Lucy Korea, LD2 Lucy Korea out of Kenya. Try to go up there and gossip. See what happens. Try to go up to her and badmouth someone. See what happens. We have Ifra Hassan in Ottawa. Go up to her and try to say something negative about anything. She'll just ignore you. And if you insist, she'll tell you, hey, stop. Right? I don't care about those things. I don't want to know about this. We shouldn't be talking about those things, right? So this is where, if that has something to do with constructive criticism, then it should be in the open and working together. But tattletaling, gossiping, oh, you know what Verlin did? You know what Reza said? You know what Rebecca? Like, you don't do that. If you have any concerns, negative up, positive down. It's like you have children. When there is something going wrong in the household, you're not going to go to the children, oh my God, we're going to lose the house. We have no food to eat. We're finished. No. Or neighbor is really bad. No, you're going to go talk to your husband. Husband and wife, they together. Make sure the kids don't get stressed. Make sure the kids are safe. So always negative up, positive down, and don't allow gossip, rubbish, stuff that's never got people anywhere, right? Hate. Some people hate for no reason. I don't know why. Some people just hate for no reason. I don't know why. Jealousy sometimes. I don't know. But we don't care. What we care about is us down with our team. Hopefully we have a great upline, which we do. to work with them, to build with them, to, you know. So yeah, this is basically a little bit of what I wanted to share. Positive mindset, proper schedule, commitment, discipline, learn the baby steps and apply and teach and see where your life will be in 90 days from now. That's simple. That's simple. I mean, what else do we ever dream of? I've been in this industry, I've been in business all my life. What else would we dream of to have that we don't have? We have stuff that the world dreamed they had. Okay? So it's all up to us now what we want to do. Our compensation plan pays to infinity. What else could we dream of?
And I absolutely love it. You see that little bottle for the spark under my wing that, you know, when the hurricane devastated this island in 2017, just researching that bottle, you know, that extract, that got me so fired up. Remember, Reza, when everyone was wondering, who's this person making all these new retail sales, bringing in all these new VIPs, when I got those the recognitions for those, for bringing the most new retail sales and the most VIP customers just through that product. And it wasn't released as yet. You know, just knowing that we have the best of the best, and when the CEO say he's going to bring the best thing to us, that confidence alone allowed me to just go there and share and share. Do you remember, Rebecca, you're smiling? And share and without a product, you know, without even having a look at it, just sharing the information that we had at hand at that time. We were fired up, and they still fired up with it.
I mean, the product, honestly, some people, if anyone tells you the product is too expensive, my question to them would be immediately, compared to what? I just told you what this product does. I just told you what this product is. Compared to what? What are you comparing it to? Me, I'm a big advocate of natural products. I even take some supplements like right here, ginseng, right? I do my research. I've been doing this all my life since I was on the Canadian national team, world championship wrestler. I've always tried to give my body what it needs, you know? So I have gathered some knowledge, some information. Since this bottle was introduced, I did a video on it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Since Divine 8 was released, this replaced 8 other bottles for me. I used to buy zinc, I used to buy D, I used to buy C, I used to buy pine seed, I used to buy so many stuff, right? I have them still. I'm not going to throw them out. But this has replaced 8 other products for me. Now, out of the 8 products over the counter, which we're not sure of the quality of it, right? Per month versus, look, just the simplicity alone. Forget about the money saving. Just the simplicity of it, all in one bottle. So what are you comparing NPN3 from Health Canada? If you don't know what NPN3 is, I strongly recommend you go and look it up. NPN3 numbers on a product, meaning of the higher quality and how it works. Forget about the 250 successful lab tests, right? So when someone says too expensive, for example, somebody asked me, how much is your AMG Mercedes GLS, the one that company gave me, right? Company car program. And I said, at the time, there were no chips. Cars, if you wanted to buy, they asked 50K or more over premium. So he needed to have one. So when I got my car in 2021, fall of 2021, almost 2022, it was ordered. I had placed an order. So I didn't pay $250,000. But people were asking me, even after they see me driving it, I'll give you 50,000 more. I'll give you 250,000. Give me the car. I was tempted. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. You know, I was tempted. I make it easy $80,000 on it. They want to give me $250,000 for this car, but I liked it so much. I'm like, no. And there was still a shortage of chips for manufacturers, right? So I didn't sell it, but I tell people, how much is that car? They ask me, how much you paid for it? I said, I could have got 250 for it. I didn't pay 250. I paid about $180, 180,000. And people, especially who don't know car, oh man, no car, that's too expensive. I said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. I said, you know what that is? It's a Mercedes, right? Mercedes has a vast range. You can buy a Mercedes for 40,000. You can buy a Mercedes for $1 million or more. To them, it's just Mercedes, right? I said, yeah. I says, what are you comparing it to? A Kia? A Hyundai? I don't know, Honda? No disrespect to Honda or Toyota, they're reliable, but you can't compare that. How are you going to compare that to this? So when someone says too expensive, ask them. They can't even find anything to compare it to. I take oregano oil, bottle's $30, but it's only oregano oil. Different things. There's nothing in the world that you can compare to this. That's my answer to them.
So I think we can wrap up this call, Reza. It was so insightful what you shared with us. I'm sure everyone gained something here to walk away with to advance in their business, whether it's with their customers, their business partners, or even themselves. Something to advance in. To do better and do more for ourselves and our business and our wives. Not because our wife got us started in the business in the first place. Apart from what we saw, just knowing we had a business at a price that it was at, a forever business. We have a forever CEO who's ever present and training and support and everything there for us. Accountants working for us in our back offices. We have the promote person working for us, marketing team working for us. Everything is there at our hands, at our disposal. We just need to use what's there. Everyone has the same thing that Reza had. And Reza continued to use to advance his business, and we just use it.
Well,
anyone has any questions or none at all? Because we're going to wrap up the call now. So,
it's a simple business, Verlin. It's a simple business. To be is up to me. I have always said that and always will say that. To be is up to me. Same opportunity, same products, same everything. Yet some people are making insane amount of income every week, every month, and some people are not making much at all. What is the difference? That's where you got to think to yourself, right?
Well, Reza, after 16 years, I still have a page or more of notes. I've actually squeezing stuff in so I didn't have to start over on a new page. But I just want to say thank you for pouring into us again. And thank you for your time. It was a really good tweak for my mindset and my approach.
Most welcome. Anytime. We have this ongoing multiple time a day. I'm doing different topics, tours, different things. So you guys don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions, if you want to be, part of these trainings, you want to attend these trainings as entirely, you're more than welcome. Where I will be posting, not everything, but a lot of my things, as long as I don't make too many mistakes in them, would be on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and subscribe or put on the notification on or whatever it's called to know of my stuff or visit the daily or whatever. Also my Instagram. If you go on my Instagram and follow me, if you do go on Instagram, I guess somehow I'll pop up and you'll be able to see the stuff I share over there. These tools work. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't say, well, I'm not into social media. Well, get into social media, not for the sake of wasting time, but for the sake of getting your name out there, your product out there, your opportunity out there. It simply works.
Actually, I wasn't into social media myself, but and I'd even closed my Facebook account. And back in 2010, when I got started with this company, is when I reopened my Facebook account just for this, because I know, okay, this is global. I want to go global. I need to go back on Facebook. So that's why I went back on Facebook and I've used it. And Facebook has really helped me to get my business out there. Like Reza said, persons have created VIP account, persons have shopped with me, persons have signed up for my business without me even introducing them to the business. Because the websites that we have there's enough information for persons to make a decision. Whether
Absolutely.
they want to just shop or they want to join a business, there's enough information. And I can tell you for sure that the way to set up it is really turnkey because I've had it happen for me. And I know it can happen for every one of us if we just put our business out there, so and share and get on YouTube because I'm going to go on YouTube now. I see Reza going on YouTube. So if Reza can do it, I can do it. And Rebecca can do it. And Mavis and Anna and Chica and Bonus and Mason and Soda, Charlotte, all of us can do it. So
Absolutely.
let's do it.
Thank you, Reza. Thank you.
You're most welcome anytime.
And Mavis is also an inspiration for all of us because Mavis is the youngest person in the business so far. And I'm always so proud of her. Mavis, you make me so proud every time you're stepping out to do some of everything, whether it's hosting, it's presenting, you're just there. I love your energy.
Thank you. Thank you.
The only advice I'm going to give you right now is this. You have everything at your disposal. What are you going to do with it? You go back to the drawing board, sit down, write down why you joined this business. Think about why you joined this business and what you want to accomplish and what you want out of it. Nothing has changed. If anything, it's become easier now. You have plenty of support. What are you going to be with it? Is this going to be a distant memory to you, or is it going to be your success story through opulence? It's entirely up to you. We're here to support and help. So again, think about it, strategize. If you need help, reach out, and we'll be more than happy to work with you.
Indeed, reach out if you need help. And definitely let's get cracking because, like I said, I too was new to social media, and you want your business to go out there, so you don't know person, but you just reach out and make friends. What I do usually, I go to, say if I'm using Facebook, I go to the person's profile. Even if they send me a friend request, I go to the profile to see what they're all about, to see, okay, if I want to be friends with them, or even if I want to reach out to them, I do the same thing. And when they reach back out to me, of course, we have a connection there, either potential partner, potential customer. So that's what we're looking for.
Very good, very good. So let me see, how do I do this? I'm going to make sure that we all are on this because I want everybody. How do I do this? Let me see.
I don't know. I can't even see everybody. I can only see 4 images at a time. I haven't figured this out.
Oh,
There's some things that have changed here.
right.
Oh, show non-video participants. There we go.
You got it? You got it?
Yeah. So if you go up to view and click on show non-video participants, then you will see everybody. So there's only 4 of us participating with camera. So I'm thinking where you're going with this, Reza, is a quick screenshot or something, right?
Yes.
It's for view. All I can see for view is close, manage participants, show chat. That's all I see for view.
Oh, let me see. I think I'm able to add people now. Let me see.
Mm.
Let me see. That's very good. Very good.
I just want to, while we're figuring this out, do you know what I realized today?
Huh?
So yesterday I got my opulence birthday gift that I gave to myself. But here's something crazy that I realized. I have at least, that I can think of off the top of my head, I have 4 fairy handbags, which are very prestige, not inexpensive handbags. At least 4. That's actually my first posh handbag. And I just kind of fell back in love with the fashion again. So it's kind of funny how that goes. I'm very excited about it, showing it off. I love the quality of it, but it's not fairy. So it's actually a good thing because now what has happened in like 12 hours is that I feel much more motivated to get to work because I need another fairy handbag.
Oh, I
want a monogram. I
4
want a
handbags
monogram.
myself.
So, I need to work to deserve a monogram.
You know what I have too, Rebecca? The little red, remember we had the little red wristlets? Do you remember
Yeah.
the wristlet we had at the beginning back in 2010? I have that one still. I have the gold one.
I have a prestige. I have a fairy golden glow like yours that
Yeah, yeah.
yours
Both
looked
have
like
that
it
one.
ended up not in
Yeah,
good not in
yeah.
good presentation quality.
Yeah, then I went back and I got a black one. I got a black, I forgot the name of it. I have a burgundy. I had a black, the chain. I gave that to my daughter.
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
have a lot of stuff.
I have one of
I
the I have one of the
can open a store.
originals. What's that?
I can open a store. I have a lot of stuff.
I have one of the original stingrays, so it doesn't even have the nice fairy lining in it.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, so I guess we're not going to get too many more of us on the screenshot here for a quick
Right.
picture.
That's okay. So what we do in Opulence is what? When we finish our tour meeting and training, what do you do?
one team,
One team,
one dream,
dream.
a billion.
Billion, guys, the billions. See you guys all on next call. And
Yes,
be in touch
8
with
o'clock.
us. Good night, everyone.
Awesome. Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Stop recording, Reza. Stop recording.